Berklee's mission has always been, and it remains to this day, a place where anybody can study the music they love. It was the Schillinger School of Music at first, somewhere around 1944, 45, and Lawrence Burr took it over as the Schillinger School of Music. He changed the name to the Berklee School of Music, partially in tribute to his son, who was Lee Burke.
Berklee is in the heart of the Back Bay, which is in the most wonderful part of Boston.
I think there's over 40 universities that are in the Boston metro area.
I think the urban campus, as a musician, helps you to be more creative.
Anything that you can imagine that you would want to get into, there's opportunities for you to get into that here in Boston.
You can never be bored in Boston.
The BIN Schools, the Berklee International Network of Contemporary Music Schools, are a collection of 15 schools scattered around 14 different countries around the globe. We send them faculty, they send us faculty, we exchange views, musical cultures, and so on. It helps us prepare for the international student experience here in Boston.
Berklee Music Online is definitely an alternative if you cannot make the journey.
The flexibility that the online school gives you is unlike brick and mortar school, and it was directly applicable to what I was doing.
1, 2.
If you want to get a real-life view of what Berklee's going to be like when you get here, come to a summer program.
You make a world of connections. It's probably the best experience that any student could have.